here again at WMBL Park. Now batting to start off the bottom of the first inning for your Weyburn Beavers, number 24, Dan Morrow.
Swift Current Indians and the Weyburn Beavers from Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. Take two. Nice little rain delay, about 90 minutes as a nasty weather system passed through here. Dumped a lot of rain on the field, but there's a few problem areas out there that may have to be navigated. You see Reed Fritzke over at first base there with some fresh dirt on the ground there. Any ground balls hitting that neck of the woods, maybe a little bit of an adventure. We're back with the bottom of the first inning. The Tribe going 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Bottom of first, Darren Koch making his 2015 debut for the Swift Current Indians. He played with the Tribe last year. Didn't see a lot of innings on the mound. He was more brought in for his bat. But Koch, left-handed pitcher, part of the NAIA National Champion Lewis and Clark State Warriors, just arriving in Swift Current late last night and hopping on the bus, good to go in Weyburn. 0-2. Koch working against Dan Morrow, leadoff hitter for the Beavers. 0-2 pitch. Koch winds and delivers. Golfed into the backstop. And count remains 0-2. Some puddles in front of both of the dugouts. As you may have seen on our Twitter feed, the Swift Current Indians coaching staff, Joe Carnahan and Craig Kilshaw, emptying water from in front of the dugout with red Solo cups and a bucket. Throws a slider that just drops in for strike three. And Koch's first batter faced in 2015 is retired. Can't spell Koch without K. Two of them. And Darren Koch sends the leadoff hitter to the dugout. That'll bring Jordan Anderson to the plate. Anderson had a solid game the last time these two teams met up in Swift Current. That was this past Sunday afternoon. One down here, bottom of the first inning. Koch winds and fires. Fastball outside, just past the outstretched hand of Kevin Betancourt. Darren Koch throwing to Kevin Betancourt. Reed Fritzke at first. Drew Brooks at second. Jose Rojas at short. Kevin Zarnicki is at third base. Outfield, we got Chad Schultz, Tyler Enns, and Nate Ackerman. Koch winds and delivers. That pitch is up, and it'll be a 3-0 count here, working against Jordan Anderson. "90-minute rain delay as a weather system passed through southeastern Saskatchewan, and Anderson is going to get a walk in 4 pitches. So Koch strikes out Dan Morrow at the inning and then throws a walk to the left fielder, Jordan Anderson.
Now coming to the plate for the Weyburn Beavers, number 5, Bryce Peters.
Designated hitter, Big Price Peters at the plate for the Beavers. 1 on, 1 out here, bottom of the first inning. We got the top of the third in. The sky opened up. Thunder, lightning, lots of rain. The tarp saved the day, and now the Tribe and the Weyburn Beavers hoping to get 9 innings in here. Looking at the weather radar, all of the ominous weather systems seem to be passing us to the south here, so should be able to get a full 9 in as Koch paints that outside corner. Strike 1 called in this matchup with Price Peters. Jordan Anderson on at first base after drawing a walk. Koch winds and delivers, and that's just a little bit up and outside. 1-1 the count. Price Peters on the year, a .333 hitter, 18 at bats, 6 in the young season. Weyburn 3-1 to start off 2015. Pickoff move attempt, and Jordan Anderson in a rundown here, and the Tribe throw it away. Anderson advances to second. Anderson started running to second. Koch saw it out of the corner of his eye. The throw to Reed Fritzke, and then subsequently Fritzke throwing it over the head of Jose Rojas, and that gave Jordan Anderson second base. So the complexion of this at-bat with Price Peters changes a little bit as Anderson gets himself into scoring position. And in this lefty versus righty matchup, count is 1-1 with 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Koch has a look at the runner at second. Delivers to the plate over top of Kevin Betancourt. High fastball that KB just couldn't squeeze, and that'll advance the runner to third. And timeout called by Kevin Betancourt as Anderson finds his way to third base. Weyburn Beavers just seemingly getting progressively better over the past 3 years. This is the third year that they've had the services of Phil Curtis, their head coach. 2-1 pitch. Peters fouls it off the gear of Betancourt, the catcher. 2-2 the count with one down, and Jordan Anderson, hungry as a butcher's dog at third base to get to the plate. In the early stages of this contest, bottom of first and scoreless between the Weyburn Beavers and the Swift Current Indians. Koch, the 2-2 pitch in the dirt off of Betancourt's shoulder. He's trying to track that ball down, and not in time. Anderson, Sippy, his way to second base with some erroneous infielding from the Swift Current Indians. Passballed his way to home. 3-2 pitch now to Peters, and swung on and missed, strike three, and there's Koch's second strikeout of the game.
Now coming to the plate for the Beavers, number 32, Corey Harrell.
Corey Harrell, cleanup hitter and first baseman for the Beavers, due up. 368 hitter, 19 at-bats, 7 hits, 8 RBIs on the young season as well. 8 RBIs in 4 games for Corey Harrell. Do the math on those projections, as he's been a run-producing machine for Phil Curtis's squad here in Weyburn. 1-0 pitch to Harrell in this righty versus lefty matchup. Koch, a southpaw on the mound. Throws a pitch that Harrell looked a little bit in front of. 1-1 the count. With 2 away here, bottom of the first inning. Koch winds and delivers. Just misses low. And the count will be 2-1 here. First road game of the season for the Swift Current Indians after a 5-game homestand. They're on the road tonight here in Weyburn, and then tomorrow, Melville. Ground ball to third base, and Kevin Zarnecki double clutches all the way across the diamond and throws a strike to Reed Fritzky. Well, Jordan Anderson scraps in a run for the Weyburn Beavers. 1 inning is in the books. The top of the first coming up in just moments. The Tribe on the sticks, and that will include Nick Brooks. This is Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians Baseball.
Get your motor running and head out to Living Sky Casino for a chance to win his and hers 2015 Harley Davidson Tennis Switchbacks and Born to Be Wild. Swipe your player's card daily for your chance to qualify for the grand prize draw. Qualifier draws are held every Tuesday at 8. And if you're here when you're in this draw, you'll also win a $500 cash bonus. Prize draw will be first Tuesday, June 30th at 8, with the qualifiers playing the mystery key game. One lucky winner will be heading down the highway with his and hers motorcycles valued at over $50,000. Born to be wild. You're cheering at Living Sky Casino. Live it up. Be responsible.
Nate Ackerman at the plate for the Swift Current Indians. Nate hit one deep into left field, and in the corner of the ballpark, Jordan Anderson makes the catch. 1 down here in the top of the second.
Now batting for Swift Current, first baseman number 16, Reed Fritzky.
So Reed Fritzky up now for the Swift Current Indians. 1-1 the count. As Fritzky fouled one off moments ago. 1-1 pitch. Scott Beaver, starting pitcher for the Weyburn Beavers, looking for that outside portion of the plate, and he finds it. 1-2 the count to Fritzky. Fritzky, a .471 hitter coming into this game. The local player has been a pleasant surprise for Joe Carnahan and the Swift Current Indians. Intended to be a fill-in until other players arrived. Fritzky's earned a spot to be in the everyday lineup for the Tribe. 2-2 pitch, one hopping the catcher, Blackman. And that'll make the count 3-2 to Fritzky. Three-two pitch. Called strike three as the young Swift Current minor baseball product is called. And he'll head back to the dugout.
Second baseman number 4, Drew Brooks.
Drew Brooks up for the Tribe. 5 hits in his 20 at-bats in 2015. San Antonio, Texas product. Right-handed pitcher against a lefty batter. 1-0 count to Brooks. Wind up in the delivery from Beaver. And Brooks hammers that into the backstop, making the count 1-1. Few Hardy fans sticking around Weyburn after that lengthy rain delay. Some wet bums on the bleachers here. And 1-1 the count to Brooks. Just a slight delay. Looked like there was some debris on the field that Beavers are taking care of. So Scott Beaver winds and fires the 1-1. Called strike 2 as Brooks keeps the lumber on his shoulder. 1-2 count. On deck circle is Betancourt, and we'll see if we get to him with 2 away, and the Weyburn Beavers leading 1-0. We're in the top of the second. 1-2 pitch. Cued off the end of the bat head towards the Tribe dugout. And count remains 1-2 to Brooks. Brooks early in the season playing shortstop for the Tribe until the arrival of Jose Rojas. Now the everyday second baseman. Brooks, 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And the Swift Current Indians falling victim to a little Beaver fever here as a couple of strikeouts that inning. Take care of the Tribe hitters. Bottom of the second and Darren Koch on the mound. Tribe trail 1-0. This is Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians baseball.
We are looking for program number 219. Program number 219. You have won yourself $10 gift certificate for the concession, courtesy of Sites Rentals. Now coming to the plate for the Beavers, number 18, Wiley Johnston.
Wiley Johnston leading off for the Weyburn Beavers, bottom of the second inning. Johnston, Calgary, Alberta product. Steps up to the plate, facing Darren Koch and the Swift Current Indians. Koch, his first game of 2015 with the Tribe. First pitch, Johnston fouls it into Kevin Betancourt, and that hit KB low as he's going to walk that off. Looks like it got him right around the knee area where those shin guards just don't protect him. And Betancourt's Still trying to walk that off. That's going to smart. Joe Carnahan over to offer what I'm sure is some comforting words. Knowing Joe and his demeanor out there and the type of player Joe was, that conversation was, hey, you okay? Good. And good to go here. Count 0-1 after Johnston fouled that one into Betancourt. Flags are getting a bit of a workout here in Weyburn as Koch whines and fires. Trapdoor just opening up on that pitch as it just fell right out of the strike zone, and Johnston takes a big cut with cruel intentions, and his bat snaps impotently into the vacant air. And 0-2, the count to the Calgary product. Koch, the 0-2. Tried to get Johnston to chase low and away, and nothing doing. 1-2 count. On deck circle for the Beavers, Cam Williams, their third baseman. Koch pitching to Kevin Betancourt. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Hit to Brooks at second base. In the glove. Off to first. 4-3 out.
Now batting for the Beavers, number 19, Cam Williams.
Williams, his second game here with the Weyburn Beavers. 1 for 4 in his debut, so a .250 hitter for the regular season. Bottom of the second inning, the Beavers lead at 1-0. Wind up in the delivery. That one's going to hop away from Betancourt as it was in the dirt. One down in the bottom of the second. Weyburn trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Pitch up and away. Koch throwing hard and missing the strike zone. Trying to get Williams to chase after the high fastball. 2-0 count as Koch fires strike one. Fastball. Right about belt level. Inside portion of the plate. 2-1 the count. Koch winds and fires. Tries to get Williams to chase low and away. Nothing doing. And 3-1 count. Colin Rintoul in the on-deck circle. 3-1 pitch from Koch. Ground ball, foul ball. Giving us a full count scenario here in Weyburn. Cam Williams, the number 6 hitter in the Beavers lineup. 3-2 pitch. Koch winds and fires. Up. And he walked him. Second walk issued this game by Koch, starting pitcher for the Tribe.
Number 27, Clint Rintoul.
Colin Rintoul, Kamloops BC product, 13 at-bats, 5 hits, good for a .384 average. Rintoul just got himself on base by any means necessary in the Sunday game between the Beavers and Indians in Swift Current. Scored a couple runs in that game, Rintoul did, in the Beavers' 8-3 win. He's got a runner on at first to work with. One down here as Koch fires the first offering. Strike one. Has that one right across the plate. Belt level, no doubt about that. 0-1 the count. Runner on at first is Williams. Always that much tougher to steal or take a big lead on a left-handed pitcher. Wind up in the delivery. Inside. Betancourt down to one knee, moving laterally to grab that pitch. 1-1 count. Koch looks the runner at first. Winds and delivers. Just missing low. 2-1. Pitch from Koch. And again, just misses low. Trying to get Rintoul to chase after that sinker, and nothing doing. So count will be 3-1. Koch looks the runner at first, to the plate, inside, back-to-back walks issued by Darren Koch.
Now coming to the plate, number 6, Marcus Blackman.
Tough scenario for Koch because he was all ready to go at about 7:10 And then the skies opened up and the rain fell, and he had to stay loose for an extra hour and a half. Coming in now, having trouble locating the strike zone. Beavers here in the bottom of the second inning. Beavers up 1-0, 1 out, runners on at first and second. Koch delivers just outside again. And it's a 1-0 count. Marcus Blackman at the plate. Catcher for the Beavers, number 8 hitter in their lineup. Blackman's been lighting it up early in the season. 6 hits in 13 at-bats. Math on that is a .461 average. He'd like to up those numbers at the expense of Darren Koch and the Swift Current Indians right now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away, 2 men on. Runners on at first and second. 1-1 count to Blackman. Pitch, check swing, strike called. Koch painting that outside corner on that pitch. That's the pitch that he's looking to throw for strikes here, this left-handed pitcher is. One-two count to the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Blackman. Koch delivers. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Koch needed one of those with 2 on and 1 out.
Number 11, Chaz Russo.
Chaz Russo up now for the Beavers. Russo, the number 9 hitter from Miami, Florida. Russo was hit by 2 pitches in the Beavers' win in Swift Current this past Sunday, including one that got him right in the bucket. It didn't hit him flush, thankfully, but took one off the dome and wore another one in the arm. No messages being sent, I believe, in those pitches, just the way it worked. Some players just have a knack for getting hit by pitches. And Russo wore 2 the last time these two teams met up. 2 out, bottom of the second, 2 on. 1-0 pitch from Koch, up. Making the count 2-0. Two-0 pitch finds the strike zone. As that one crosses the plate, low and away. And bites the corner. 2 balls and a strike with 2 down and 2 on. 1-0. The Weyburn Beavers lead it. Bottom of 2. Darren Koch working against Chaz Russo as Russo sends one into the foul territory. Deuce is wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Russo steps out of the batter's box and ponders his wager for Final Jeopardy, and he's good to go now with the count 2-2. Koch delivers the 2-2. Not chasing as Russo. Full count. Koch has already walked 2 this inning. Doesn't want a third. 3-2 pitch. And he just misses low. Trying to get Russo to chase that pitch and nothing doing. And the Beavers turn over their order. And leadoff hitter Dan Morrow is up. And Koch is going to pause for a little bit of maintenance and a mound visit from Joe Carnahan as well. It can always be tough pitching in conditions like this where the mound is a little bit slicker and sometimes pitchers have a tough time getting their footing. And Koch, a pitcher who likes to pound the strike zone, walking 3 this inning thus far. So he'll take the cleat scraper out, do some maintenance on the bottom of the shoes, and get ready to face Dan Morrow in the top of the order. Morrow struck out in his last meeting with Koch in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded for him with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. The Weyburn Beavers threatening to extend their 1-0 lead. And this could be a key moment early in this game. Some light rain still falling in Weyburn. Nothing to jeopardize the status of this game, though, as the first offering tomorrow is fouled off. 0-1 count. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Sacks juiced. Beavers threatening. early in this one. 1-1 pitch. Strike two is the call. A few umpires in the Beavers dugout disagreeing with that assessment. One behind the plate says 1-2 count. Kolk one strike away from potentially getting out of a jam here in the second. Wind up in the delivery. Check swing and called strike three. That's a Kolk needed. And he bared down and he got it.
After 2 innings of play, taking a look at the
Weyburn Beavers strand 3. And after 2 complete, it is a 1-0 Beaver lead. This is Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians baseball.
4, 7, 9, 12, 13, and 27. Those are the playback numbers. If you get the square at the bottom on the back of your program full, you will win yourself a gift certificate for Prairie Sky Co-op here in Weyburn. Score after 2 innings of play, Beavers up 1-0. Coming to bat for the Indians, number 20, Kevin Betancourt. Number 22, Kevin Betancourt. He is also our beer batter for tonight's game. If he fails to make it to base, it will be 2 beers for $8 for 5 minutes.
Kevin Betancourt leading off for the Swift Current Indians in the top of the 3rd inning. KB, defensive specialist catcher, 7 at-bats, 1 hit on the young season. That's a 142 average. Betancourt, Bang, and Chad Schultz due up. Casey Bang is going to DH tonight for the Swift Current Indians, working his way back into the lineup. 2-0 count to Betancourt. Scott Beaver and the Weyburn Beavers offering something over the plate to Betancourt. And underneath that, and making the catch in center field, is Dan Morrow. That's a loud out by Betancourt. Got good lumber on that. Reading it well off the bat head was Morrow. Managed to make the catch in center field. So Betancourt sent down. First time tonight, though, that Scott Beaver, starting pitcher for the Weyburn squad, has been hit well. Casey Bang up now for the Tribe. Bang's been resourceful at the plate thus far for the Swift Current Indians. 500 hitter. 8 at-bats, 4 hits. He's walked 3 times as well. And he's touched home plate 3 times for the Tribe. So Bang, catcher with roots in Cabri, at the plate now. Up and away. Bang's father, a member of the Hazelett Elks back in the old SMBL days, won a couple championships during the Elks dynasty. Casey Bang with roots in Cabri, and baseball roots in Hazelett, as fouls one off the end of the bat towards the passing traffic here in Weyburn. 2-2 count to Bang with 1 down here. 3rd inning, top of. Wind up in the delivery. Bang gets a piece of it and again sends it into the backstop. Count remains 2-2 with 1 down. Chad Schultz in the on-deck circle. 2-2 pitch as Beaver winds and fires, and Bang fouls another one off. Bang making Beaver throw everything at him here. And with the count 2-2, Scott Beaver looking for that kitchen sink pitch to take care of Bang. Casey Bang saying, I can do this all night. 2-2. And that pitch stays up, and it looks like Beaver lost his footing on the ever-dampening pitcher's mound here with the light rain in Weyburn. Count 3-2. Payoff pitch. And called strike 3. Beaver getting the benefit of the doubt on that pitch, low and away. And bang, uncharacteristically caught, looking for the second out of the inning. 2 away now here in the top of the third. And Chad Schultz will try and get something going for the Swift Current Indians, the number 9 hitter playing left field for the Tribe tonight. Schultz tries bunting his way on base. That goes off the top of the bat and into the backstop. Count will be 0-1 to Chad. Tyler Enns in the on-deck circle. And still a 1-0 Weyburn Beaver lead here in the top of the third. First road game of the year for the Tribe as Beaver, pitcher for Weyburn, throws a fastball right past Schultz. And Schultz behind it in that swing. 0-2 the count with 2 away. Beaver delivers to the plate and called strike 3. Beaver's really working that pitch on the low outside corner of the plate. And Schultz heads back to the dugout. Nothing doing for the Swift Current Indians in their half of the third. Bottom of 3 coming up. Koch on the mound and the Tribe in the field in just moments. This is Full Line Ag, Swift Current Indians Baseball.
Hearing Place is proud to continue their support of the Swift Current Indians Baseball Club. Located conveniently in the Swift Current City Plaza, the Hearing Place is your #1 stop for hearing healthcare in Southwest Saskatchewan. Don't compromise on your hearing. Get tested by our qualified audiologist, Karen Woods. Call the Hearing Place at 778-0826 and book your appointment today. The Hearing Place. We focus on our client's journey.
Excel Bus Lines is proud to once again be the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians, and have they got a deal for baseball fans. This July 23rd to 28th, see the Toronto Blue Jays in Seattle, $9.49 per person, double occupancy, and the seats are all in the lower club. That'll get you 3 baseball games plus rooms, and the trip is guaranteed. Also ask about a cruise trip in February of 2016 and their 7 Disneyland trips. Excel Bus Lines, the official carrier of the Swift Current Indians.
And that official carrier of the Swift Current Indians getting the squad safely to Weyburn today. Some weather to drive through in getting to Weyburn. Of course, Rollo, Saskatchewan, famous for being the home of Dog River in the Corner Gas TV series. That area of Saskatchewan just got pounded by hail today. Somewhere between pea-size hail and golf ball-size hail is what we drove through today to get here, so that was a little bit of a challenge. And then rain delaying the start of this game. They played the top of the first, then rain delayed for about 90 minutes. And now here we are in the bottom of the third. Jordan Anderson up for the Weyburn Beavers. Anderson, a great acquisition in this young season. Looking good thus far for Phil Curtis and the Beavers. He takes a big cut with cruel intentions, and no water in the pool for Anderson on that pitch. Is 0-1 the count after Koch blew one past him. Anderson walked, had some resourceful base running, and ended up coming around to score the Beavers' lone run. Fouls one into the backstop. Koch ahead of Anderson. 0-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. Anderson, .285 hitter for the Beavers in this young season. 4 hits in 14 tries. Made some big plays in left field as well for the Beavers. Solid defensive presence as light rain continues to fall. 1-2 pitch, Anderson. A long foul ball. Good wood, but significantly foul. And count remains 1-2. Koch winds and fires. Anderson fouls off another one. As it continues to rain here in Weyburn. And Darren Koch calling timeout. I think he's having some issues with the pitcher's mound as he needs to do some maintenance on his cleats, as that mud is just getting caked on, and we may experience another delay here as that pitcher's mound is in rough shape. Both Beaver and Koch, the 2 pitchers, both had some small issues with it. And now everyone's having a powwow on the pitcher's mound here. Joe Carnahan from the Swift Current Indians, Phil Curtis from the Beavers, the umpiring squad. Darren Koch moments ago saying, "I can't work with this." And we'll see what happens. They've deployed maintenance to the pitcher's mound here. I'll spread out some fresh hopes that Darren Koch and Scott Beaver will be able to get some traction. Another maintenance call. There's where everyone in Weyburn's hanging out tonight. They have that new lounge area built in honor of Brennan Lufton, former player with the Beavers. That's providing shelter for the faithful here in Weyburn. Yeah, I'd say probably about 90% of the fans taking shelter in that new lounge area. Swift Current Indians have a lounge area of their own. It isn't covered, but they got a sweet deal on it as well. A lounge area, you can get 20 tickets, along with 20 beer and 20 burgers. Cost of that $400. New lounge area down the third base line at Mitchell Field in Swift Current. Looking forward to some sunny July days when that area will be packed and hopefully rowdy for the Swift Current Indians. Tribe really working on the fan experience. And being around the league, it certainly is up there with one of the best ballparks to attend a game in the Western Major Baseball League. Tribe enjoying their first road swing. First time on the bus this year, first time in a hotel tonight, and then they're off to Melville tomorrow for a 7:05 matchup with the Melville Millionaires. The Mills, the 2013 WMBL champions. Of course, the Med Hat Mavericks won it all last year. Some more maintenance on the field. Kevin Betancourt trying to get some traction behind the plate. Darren Koch with some fresh dirt to work with on the mound as well. Count is 1-2 to Jordan Anderson. And we'll see how soon we get back to that scenario here of Darren Koch pitching against Anderson. Umpires right now are talking. I mean, sure, they can halt the game and dump some fresh dirt on the pitcher's mound and behind the plate every few innings, but they're conferencing right now as to what to do with this game here between the Swift Current Indians, the Weyburn Beavers, and Mother Nature intervening in Weyburn. The heavy rain has stopped, but a steady light rain is not making things easy, especially for the two pitchers. That's what hit earlier.
So bits and oh shit.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? Probably.
Let's see. Well, this one here snuck up on us.
Yeah. It's gonna come in from everywhere.
Yeah. So 9 right now. Yeah, we're not losing this till about 11:20.
Well, it looks like it'll get a little harder too.
Yeah. Just taking a look at the radar weather up here on the air too. So just taking a look at the weather, and I don't know, doesn't look favorable. And if we had an official call here, I believe the umpires have said no mass on the rest of this game between the Weyburn Beavers and the Swift Current Indians. We'll keep the camera rolling and go get an official word here. They call it?
I haven't heard anything.
They called it, yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, due to the ongoing rain and condition of the field here.
Official word from the umpires. This game has been called due to rain.
We'll find out shortly
The scenario for something like this down the road, when the Swift Current Indians play the Weyburn Beavers at a future date, will likely start things in the top of the third inning with the Weyburn Beavers up 1-0. But that's going to do it for tonight's webcast. That's going to do it for tonight's game. Mother Nature intervening on this Saskatchewan Division matchup between the Weyburn Beavers and the Swift Current Indians. Not the way we drew it up, but hopefully there's some good restaurants or pubs in Weyburn to check out tonight. To a Friday night here in Weyburn. That does it for an abbreviated edition of Full Line Ag. Swift Current Indians Whites are calling the balls and strikes. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, weather permitting, from Melville.